So we all know the three-part series that Coffeezilla put out on Logan Paul, exposing him and his CryptoZoo scam and just how much he had to do with the whole thing. And obviously, without this video or series ever being made, Logan would have never addressed CryptoZoo, stolen whatever money he had, and just walked away from the project, never to look at it again. But because of Coffeezilla, now he can't do that. And it's kicked off an entire storm on Twitter, all this drama, tweets back and forth between Coffeezilla and Logan Paul. And it may be leading up to a point where Logan embarrasses himself through some sort of response. That's what his most recent tweets kind of talk about. But to start, this is how it all started with Logan Paul's response after Coffeezilla released these videos, saying, "Well, I generally appreciate Steven's creative genius and exceptional work ethic. This one is simply not true. When appropriate, all bad actors will be exposed, explained, and held fully accountable." And then he put an ad for his podcast January 3rd. So we're coming up pretty close on January 3rd for his response, but I think January 2nd is actually going to be his response in his latest tweets. But this is the typical cookie cutter response for anyone that gets videos made about them from Coffeezilla. It's always, "Oh my God, I used to love Coffeezilla's content, but then he talked about me." And the next part here was Logan Paul inviting Coffeezilla on Impulsive, sending an email here for them. And he conveniently left out, as Coffeezilla responded, conveniently left out that Coffeezilla invited him on his channel the day before, and then Logan did this. So, shocking, not at all, but Logan obviously trying desperately at this point to have some sort of control over the narrative. That's all Logan Paul wants. He wants to control the narrative so he can spin it however he wants, so he will come out unscathed. Right now, Coffeezilla is in control, and Coffeezilla is doing a very good job of staying in control. And then the infamous green screen makes a return. If you know, FaZe K did the exact same thing, and there's a response from Coffee too. Where have we seen this before? And FaZe K, who was running a giant scam at the time called Save the Kids token, and that ended up exploding in their face and being exposed by Coffeezilla. So it only makes sense Coffeezilla would continue to expose people who are scamming using crypto. Seems like Logan's up next, and I think it is absolutely hilarious. You look at their pictures. I mean, there's Logan's green screen and then FaZe K. It's quite literally out of the exact scammer playbook to somehow do this to defend yourself. At least, I guess, on Logan Paul's part, he's trying to dress up like Coffeezilla, I guess, and Coffeezilla does respond to that too, saying Logan's pretending he's going to investigate his own scam is the funniest thing this year. Can't wait for him to find himself innocent. Which, yeah, like if you're going to investigate your own scam that you were involved in, you're gonna find yourself innocent. You can't investigate yourself. That doesn't make any sense. But Logan knows what he's doing. He's desperately trying to get the narrative, trying to dress up as Coffeezilla, maybe say, "I'll expose all bad actors. It wasn't me. Trust me, it wasn't me." When in reality, it was him. He had a lot to do with it. He was one of the leaders in this entire project, and the entirety of the project was about making money. Coffeezilla exposed that in his videos where Logan Paul's texting this group talking about how much money they can make and it's so great and not to sell too much of this, impact the market at 10%. The whole thing is about making as much money as possible and not about making a game that he was so proud of in his public view. It wasn't ever about the game. It was always about lining his own pockets and everyone who was founders in there lining theirs. And by doing that, taking money from anyone that they could con into buying CryptoZoo. And wouldn't you know, with all of the drama going on, drama on Twitter here between Coffeezilla and Logan, the three-part series, Logan Paul mysteriously returns to the Discord. You can see him saying, "Long time no see. Hope y'all have a wonderful New Year's Eve. We'll start 2023 with a bang." Which is hilarious because that's his third message ever in the entirety of this Discord. And his first message in over a year to this Discord, where this was supposed to be a project he was so proud of and he was building, and it wasn't a project, it was a game, and such a fun game. And in reality, it was nothing. It never was anything. And we see more. Coffeezilla says it seems like Logan is going to try to say that he is back to repair CryptoZoo and blame his coworkers for being bad actors. CryptoZoo community reaction is not great for him. Which again, from these, what we can see, I mean, we see this. He stopped being a simp and falling for 3 random messages after over a year of pain in response to someone at the Keeper in this Discord group saying, "Hey bro, can you at everyone Logs message just now?" And I hate, that's so stupid. Why would you call yourself Logs? Your name is Logan. Logs? That sounds so dumb. But here he is. And this person trying to say, like, look, just make sure everybody knows Logan Paul talked in the Discord. Why does it matter? A year later, he talks saying Happy New Year's and making some bold claim that the game's going to work when he's been saying that for years now, and the game hasn't worked, and he's only made money from it, and you've only lost money. Come on. I mean, you can see even from these reactions, like, no one's really happy, you know, and you can't blame them at all. They got scammed, and they're not happy about it. But one thing that could be bad for everybody involved, or people who are trying to make money or desperate to make some sort of money, saying, I think the worst outcome here is that Logan actually convinces people to dump more money into this train wreck. One last con, and it's not impossible that this is what happens. And you can even see from these messages here, these are in Discord, someone saying, unpopular opinion, I might put in another $1,000. Oh my God. Only because I think after Logan has Coffeezilla on the podcast to talk about CryptoZoo, people are still going to invest. I'm not trying to be for Logan or this project at all. Ben in since day 2 talks about how he's just going to do this and maybe it goes up. So, I mean, you never, ever, ever invest in hope. If you are investing with only hope, you've already lost. You've already lost, and it's never a good strategy to do. I mean, even this person here saying, I've spent a couple $100 in the last 2 weeks. Better to buy now than at the beginning when the project was all hyped, in my opinion. There's no project here. So people are still selling themselves that there's some sort of project here, and Logan Paul is going to save the day. He's not. He's not going to save the day. He's just going to desperately try to avoid a lawsuit. That's all he wants. He's going to come out with some dumb game or make some sort of game to call it the CryptoZoo game so that he can avoid a lawsuit. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about your money. He doesn't care about this project. He only cares about himself, and he doesn't want the lawsuit. That brings us to recently, where Logan Paul said, I sent this message to Coffeezilla 5 days ago. I haven't heard back, so I'll be releasing a response to his scam allegations tomorrow on my YouTube channel. And this is him talking about inviting Coffeezilla on the podcast of Impulsive. If I was Coffeezilla, I wouldn't go either. This is so dumb. You can come on Coffeezilla's channel and talk about everything where he's in control because he broke the story and he has the evidence. Why would he ever go to Logan Paul's place, record a podcast with Logan Paul all in control? Logan Paul makes the edits. Logan Paul uploads the video. Logan Paul controls the narrative then. Why would he do that? And just to look at these tweets too, because I think it's interesting the way he words these, because Logan knows what he's doing. He knows how to minimize what people know what's going on and maximize it when he wants them to. And this, where he says Coffeezilla, he uses Coffeezilla's YouTube name because he wants his response now to get the most attention, right? But in the beginning, he didn't use Coffeezilla. He said Steven's Creative Genius, which is Coffeezilla's name. He said Steven because he wanted people to be a little bit more confused, not really know what's going on, and try and take Logan's side. Anyone who hasn't seen the video series or anything like that, he wanted them on his side. But now, when he wants everyone to come out and get his side of the story, he'll use Coffeezilla because that'll get more people knowing what's going on, more engagement, more people will be invested in this, and they'll actually come and see his response. So he knows what he's doing. Logan Paul is not dumb. Maybe that's reading too much into what people say, but I think what people say, they say on purpose. They use specific words. They word things a certain way, especially influencers who have been in the game for many, many years now. They know what to say, what not to say, and will get a response that they want from what the people that they're talking to. But that's where we're at with the Logan Paul Coffeezilla saga right now. Logan Paul's response should be out maybe when this video is out, and we'll see what he says. I bet that he's gonna try and say that he did everything he could to save the project. He is not a bad actor. He's a builder, and that the game is coming out in some sort of X amount of months, right? He's gonna do everything he can to avoid a lawsuit, make himself seem innocent, and try and save any reputation that he has left. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.